Morning, guys. So today is day 2 of the Shamanic initiation retreat here at Aya Healing Center. Last night was very hot. It was, I think when I went to bed, I looked at the temperature and it was about 93 degrees. And I'm not gonna lie, it was really tough trying to get to bed. I had to meditate for about 25 minutes before I started feeling tired enough. And then eventually I fell asleep. And I had this dream that I was already having visions of animals, and I was drawing these visions of animals into my notebook. But when I woke up, I realized that my notebook was not in my bed. And how could it be? It was on my desk over there to the side. And so this bed is surrounded by this net. I don't know if you could see it behind me. But I was able to sleep. I don't know if you could hear in the background. There are lots of animals making so much noise. There's a rooster this morning. I think it was around 6 a.m. It kept crowing. I'm feeling good this morning, though. This morning I want to talk about the story of the Noyarao tree. So years ago, maybe 3 years ago, well, to start, I want to say that I've always been interested in the Amazon and Amazon folklore. And so I bought this book about it was called Pachamama Tales, and it had a collection of stories from the Amazon. And one of the stories was about the Noyarao tree. And in this story, there was a boy named Baki. And on a very hot day, it was such a hot day, the sun in the story named Bari was shining so brightly that he was boiling the rivers and he was making the ground very hot. And it was so hot that he had caused the fruits on the Noyarao tree to burst. And then the seeds of the fruit went into the river, and the fish ate the fruit. And as soon as, the fruits burst, and then the seeds went into the river, and then the fish ate the seeds. And as soon as they ate the seeds, they started flying up into the sky. So Baki got an idea. He was filled with spirit. He started taking the leaves, the fruit, and the bark of the Noyarao tree, and he boiled them with some river water until he made a yellow elixir. After he made this yellow elixir, he started painting the houses in his village with this elixir, and he started painting the perimeter around the village with this yellow elixir. And as soon as he did that, the entire village lifted up into the sky. And the legend is you could still hear people laughing in the clouds. And I loved this story because when I was a kid, I was always dreaming. Every night I would have a dream, and sometimes I would actually wake up in my dream. And I think that we call these lucid dreams. But whenever I would wake up in my dream and become lucid, the first thing I would do, very first thing, is I would start running and I would start flying in the sky. And it was one of the most exhilarating feelings. And I still do that today. I still dream every night. And when I wake up in my dreams, sometimes I'll just fly up in the sky. And that's why I really do love that story of the Noyarao tree. And I honestly didn't think the tree existed until I looked at this retreat center and I saw that they had this tree, and I knew I had to make it part of my diet. And I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so that's it for now. More log entries to come. What's up, guys? So now I'm currently on the path leading up to the magical Noyarao tree. And just let me show you what's around me. Just there's a path, just so much jungle around here. It's amazing. Okay, so I still don't see it yet, but it looks like there's a clearing up ahead. So hopefully it's near there. It's just so beautiful out here. So I just came upon this beautiful wooden carving. I think this is a good sign. I think it means I'm getting near. I don't know if you see it, but there's this beautiful butterfly on this path. Not sure why, but at the very beginning of this path, I have this message to just walk the path barefoot. So this whole time I've been walking it without slippers, and I have to say, it's been really grounding. So it looks like we're almost there. Okay, I see the tables. There it is. So beautiful. Hey guys, so I just got to the sacred Noyarao tree. I'm so thankful to get here, and I'm just gonna go in there and just make an offering and just try to connect with it and just send it love and gratitude. Just so magical. Continue on with ceremony. actually feeling called to turn off the camera, so I want to do that. This is day 2. I just got back to my room. There's no electricity right now in the center, so I have to use this red light, which is supposed to not attract mosquitoes. So I'm thankful for that. It was a wonderful day today. At the end of the day, they talked about ceremony specifics for tomorrow. What's cool, what I liked, is we can bring our instruments and contribute to the music after the ceremony. And I think that'll be really fun, and I'm super excited about that. In terms of ceremony itself, I'm feeling pretty excited, but also anxious. I always feel a little bit anxious before a ceremony. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't want to go in overconfident. Also earlier today, I was able to meet with the shaman, Don Miguel, and I told him my situation and my intentions, and he is great. He listened, and he had so much good advice, and we talked about the master plant dieta that we're going to do the next couple weeks. And I, because of certain circumstances, I'm super drawn to the Noyarao. I think I mentioned that before, and you saw my ceremony or the walk to the tree earlier before. And I also chose Chiric. And the background with that is I actually read a couple folk tales on Noyarao and Chiric. And that's actually how I found the center. I read a folktale on Noyarao. I wanted to make a YouTube video, so I was looking for pictures of the actual tree, and this center popped up. And that was, I want to say it was almost 3 years ago, maybe. Yeah, so it's amazing how these synchronicities work. And same thing with Chiric. I've read some amazing folk stories about the Chiric, and that was a few weeks ago, but I had read about the Chiric before, and I really like the story. Defender of the forest, has a great heart, helps those who are in need. And the last few weeks, I've just been thinking about Chiric, and get this, when they assigned me a tombo on the very first day, it was Tombo Chiric. I mean, what a synchronicity. So I knew I had to diet that plant. I just felt like I was getting called to connect with that master plant. Okay, it's getting late. I've got to get to bed. We've got an early day tomorrow. We've got the Vomotivo. So I will see you later.
If you like this video, please consider giving it a like or subscribing to the channel.